Hi guys, welcome to or back to my channel. I'm Chanel. If you're new here, welcome. Today's video is all about my 1 year in therapy. If you go back to my videos almost exactly a year ago, I was in a rough place and my life was not where it is at all today. So today I'm going to talk to you about what life's been like since I started consistently going to therapy for a year. Here's a little background on me in therapy. So I have gone to therapy before in the past, but it was never as consistent as it was, and I also just didn't have an honest and comfortable relationship with any therapist I've had or a psychiatrist. So I currently am just doing CBT and in-person talk therapy. That's what I have found has worked best for me. I also do EMDR for trauma therapy as well. As a teen, I've always struggled with my mental health, especially anxiety. I dealt with a lot of social anxiety, a lot of perfectionism, and as I got older, and especially in college, it got worse and I reached burnout, and burnout is a constant theme I have experienced throughout my life. So this time last year, I was not doing well. And I knew that I just really needed help. I really wanted to change my life around, and I was very serious about doing the work because I just could not continue. And on top of that, I was dating David at the time, and I just realized that, wow, I need to heal myself so I could have a better relationship with myself and with the person I'm in. So for the last year, I've been going to therapy once every 2 weeks. I am forever grateful for that decision I made because I have learned so many skills that I use to this day, and I still, even a year in, I'm still learning skills to help cope with my anxieties or depression. Of course, over the year, there has been so many changes for myself, but these are a few of the things that I learned during my 1 year. One thing I learned about myself was that if I don't care about something, I won't do anything about it, or I won't worry about it. So for example, if I have a conflict with someone and I just feel really bad about it, or I want to work it out, or I want to go through or I want to grow from a situation, that want is telling me that I care, and therefore learning how to take the steps to do these things is worth doing. I learned I'm very avoidant. I've always known I'm huge at being avoidant, but as I've gotten older, it's just gotten worse. And so I learned that just exposure therapy for me has been very helpful. So there's a lot of things I do not ever want to do, but even just taking little steps to eventually be able to do the thing made a huge difference for me. Another thing I learned about myself in therapy is that I was viewing life as black and white, good, bad. I never just saw things as they were. I kept feeling like I had to define everything and confine them in these what they are, and I think that was a way for me to understand things. Something about myself that I'm really proud of and have grown from is that because I am avoidant, showing up to things or just showing up for myself is very hard to do, and going to therapy consistently for a year is a huge thing to be really proud of. I showed up and I've done the work at home. I also learned that I lacked a lot of compassion for myself, which then kind of led to me lacking compassion for others and not being understanding and being very judgmental. I am so glad that I've learned to just be kinder with myself and allow myself to have grace. I feel like navigating the world has been a lot easier once I've accepted many of the truths I've already mentioned. Now, will I be going to therapy for the rest of the year, for the next year? Yeah, I have found so much value in going to therapy. There were some days where I was like, oh, I don't really feel like I need to go to therapy today. I have nothing to talk about, which isn't true, because even when I was like, oh, there's nothing to talk about, there was always something that I didn't see as an issue or I didn't realize upset me. I feel like my relationships have gotten so much stronger, and the relationship with myself has become much more kinder and nurturing. I will say that therapy isn't the only thing that contributed to my healthier, happier self. I would like to mention that I don't smoke, I don't do drugs. I also hardly hardly drink. That's another thing. I actually get a lot of anxiety when I drink, and the more anxious and nervous I get, the more I drink, and the more anxious and nervous I get, the more I drink. It's an endless cycle, and it's something that I can now recognize. I just wanted to wrap the video up by saying all that. In no way, shape, or form am I a mental health professional. I'm not a guidance counselor. This is just my experience, and I will link some resources down below if you are in need of help. I know therapy is not affordable everywhere, but I have found some really great affordable resources that I will share with you guys if you are looking to go to therapy or just entertain the idea of doing that. But if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.